using the sun, the wind and the waves. But there's one major source of totally sustainable power that we haven't yet touched, and that's the human body.
The next big thing could be something called energy harvesting, which is converting movement in the world around us into electricity.
So, in theory, you could take the vibrations made by hundreds of commuters running across a platform and convert that movement into power.
And what about soldiers marching up and down and running around doing all that training? They could have devices fitted into their boots that would convert some of that motion into useful electricity. Sounds far-fetched. Well, the American military are already working on it.
Or how about traffic lights powered by cars running over speed bumps?
However, some of these technologies are in the early stages of development, but the possibilities are endless.
On the other hand, more direct human-powered electrical equipment is already available. So who better to visit than Trevor Bayliss, the world-famous inventor of the wind-up radio?
Trevor, it's an honour to meet you. And
likewise,
your name will always be synonymous with wind-up technologies.
Can you believe this? Eh?
Could you talk us through how it all started?
Well, it was pure chance, you know, watching a programme about the spread of HIV/AIDS in Africa. Then I heard that, in fact, most of Africa doesn't have electricity. The only other form of electricity was in the form of batteries, which were horrendously expensive. And so now I'm thinking there, and I can see myself in colonial Africa, right? I'm wearing a pith helmet, I've got a gin and tonic in my left hand, and I'm listening to some raunchy number on my wind-up gramophone.
Oh, right? Yeah, Trevor, I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
And now I'm thinking to myself, now, hang on, Trev. If you can get all that noise by dragging a rusty nail round a piece of old Bakelite using a spring, surely there must be enough power in that spring to drive a radio.
So what he did was, he took a DC motor like this one, attached it to a hand drill in a vise, because when you wind a DC motor in reverse, it becomes a dynamo, producing an electric current.
So for demonstration, we've attached it to a light bulb here, so when Johnny cranks that handle, it should produce enough power to light it. Go on, mate, go on.
Bingo, it's working.
So it works with a bulb. Now let's see if the boys can wire their hand-cranked dyno to a radio and get that bursting into life. While Johnny rests his spinning arm, Richard does the soldering.
And once he'd got it connected, Trevor knew that if he could generate even a small bark of sound from his radio, he could realise his dream of producing the world's first wind-up radio.
Good luck, mate.
Right, here we go. That is working.
Having proved the theory, all Trevor had to do was find a suitable spring to first store and then slowly release that hand-cranked power. And the rest, as they say, is history.
So this got us thinking, if it's possible to build a human-powered radio, what about a human-powered television?
Or even a human-powered home cinema system.
Now that's a great idea.
The only problem with running a home cinema like this is you need a steady 250 watts, and that's serious power. It's fortunate then that the boys have got some serious kit to help them out.
So, we've got two mountain bikes here, driving this roller and via these pulleys, this car alternator. Now this produces 12 volts DC, but we need 240 volts AC. So, before getting to the projector, it goes through this AC-DC inverter. Now this alternator is capable of producing half a kilowatt, that's 500 watts. And the projector needs 200, 250 watts, so in theory we're laughing. However, it all depends on Richard and I being able to generate that amount of energy, which, looking at us, is debatable. Now this is the big one. Sonny, you ready?
I think so.
You steady?
Sort of.
Okay, let's go. All right, nice and steady then.
Now this is a much tougher task than the boys first thought. To get the projector bulb to light up, they need to keep pumping out a steady 250 watts worth of power for at least 10 seconds. This might not sound much, but believe me, it isn't easy.
The light's on. Oh, it's on. Brilliant, it's working! Come on, lads, put your backs into it. Come on, you can do it! That's it. See what you can achieve when you put your mind to it?
See you next time.
Breathe. Oh, no, that's it.
That's all from this green special. Join Richard and Johnny again soon for more fascinating facts and revelations.
Was I something?
No, it works, it works.
Graham, it's on fire.